How much is left in you after you have lost everything outside of yourself? I thought that I was secure. I thought I was safe from everything. But, with everything that's happened in the world today and recently, things have changed. And recently I realized that all of that could be taken away from me. Yes, even with all of the things that I've done to secure myself and my financial future, the truth is any of those things can be taken away from any of us, and we could lose everything outside of ourselves. So if you lost everything, what would be left? There's a quote in Fight Club that you're probably familiar with, and it goes like this: "You are not your job. You are not how much money you have in the bank. You are not the car you drive. You're not the contents of your wallet. You are not your fucking khakis. You are all singing, all dancing crap of the world." If you lost everything, okay, and it was just you, would there be anything left? Would there be anything of value left? There's this movie, and I've talked about this before, but it's called Final Destination. I think it was like the second one or the third one. There's this scene, this cabin scene. Somehow he's cheated death, and with this Final Destination movie, what happens is that who's ever cheated death eventually finds them, and there's some kind of freak accident and they eventually die because they're supposed to die. And he basically secures everything. And at some point, the character realizes that what he's doing is stupid. He's not actually living his life. And that was me, right? I was trying to protect myself so that I couldn't lose all the things that I had gained in life. I was afraid. When I lived that way, it was because there wasn't much left. If I lost everything, I didn't have a lot of confidence in that. Tony said something that's really powerful that really affected and transformed my life, which she said that the quality of your life is in direct proportion to the amount of uncertainty you could comfortably live with. And that was just such a critical thing for me to discover, because I realized I was living my whole life basically trying to get rid of uncertainty. I started to change my views after that happened, right? And I started asking, what are the things that no one can take from me, right? Instead of making my goals being what I could get, I started making my goals become what I could become. A lot of us make goals, right? We make goals based on, I want to earn $1 million, okay? I want to have sex with beautiful women. I want to, get this job or get this career or get this house or, whatever it is. We have goals, or even goals like I want to run, I'm training for an ultramarathon. I want to run a 50-mile race. And those goals are not good goals, because those are goals about what we get, okay? We want to get something out of it. We want to do something so we can get something. And when we get the thing, we're not necessarily going to be happy. And not only that, but it can be taken away. Anything that you can be given by someone else can be taken away, right? So you get the money, you get the girl, you get whatever it is. Even your health to some degree can be taken away. But if your goal is about what you become, that changes everything, because that can't be taken away. If you start to build things, if your goal is to build things that are outside of yourself, sure, you might feel great and you might be doing great, but all of those things can be taken from you, and if they are, there won't be much left outside of you. So when you shifted your goals, or when you shift your goals, which I did after this, to what I could become, things changed dramatically. Basically, the one thing that no one can take from you is your character, right? So how do we build character? The first one is we do difficult things. If you do hard things, it will build your character. The harder the thing is, the more that you do hard things, the more that you're going to become mentally strong, and you're going to be tough, and this is going to be something that someone can't take from you. All the training I put in, right? Running all these marathons, all the training I've put into the gym, yes, it built my body, but more than that, it built calluses in my mind. The next one we can do is we can increase our wisdom. When we increase our wisdom, that's also something that no one can take from us. As we become wise, that is something that sticks with us no matter what we lose in life. Now, there's a couple ways to increase your wisdom. One of them, my favorite way, is reading a lot of books, right? I always talk about books. I am listening to audiobooks, but I'm always listening. Like, I listen to probably 3 or 4 audiobooks a week. No kidding. I mean, I run 70 miles a week, and I'm listening at 3x speed. So yeah, but I also read the physical books as well, which I did 3 this week. But we did that as a challenge in order to grow our wisdom. The other thing is experience in life, right? Doing a lot of hard shit will also gain you experience. Doing stuff that takes you outside of your comfort zone will gain you experience, which will gain you wisdom, which is something someone can't take away from you. Another one is increasing our courage. Okay, I've talked a lot about the idea of fear and courage, right? And facing our fears, and the idea that you cannot get rid of fear. Trying to fight fear is a losing battle. You can't control fear, but what you can control is courage. And not only can you control courage, but you can build it up like a muscle. You can strengthen your courage muscle, and you can have more courage. If you stop choosing to let fear stop you, okay, then you will develop courage, and courage is something that no one can take from you. Once you become more stoic, more zen-like, and you can handle your emotions, that's something that sticks with you. It doesn't matter. In fact, it'll protect you when you lose shit. No matter where I am, no matter what happens, I'm still going to have that emotional mastery, and that's something that I want you guys to have as well. In order to develop our character, we need to practice and study philosophy. This is why philosophy is so important. I read so many books on philosophy. I spend time thinking about things and thinking about my understanding of the world and how is the best way to live my life, because philosophy is something that sticks with us. Studying philosophy, I think, and practicing philosophy is really important as well, because again, it's something that no one can take from you. If I lost everything, if I lost money, if I lost friends, family, website, even my brand or name, what would I have left? And for me, the answers are really simple. I would have my mental toughness, right? I'd be able to go and be able to work long hours and put in the hard work I need in order to build something up again. I'd have the wisdom that I've acquired from all the books that I've read and the life experiences that I've had, and I've had so many life experiences, right? I would have the discipline, right? I'd have the emotional mastery. I'd have a lot of different things that would allow me to be able to, even the systems I've developed of how to live my life and how to get things done and how to deal with procrastination and how to deal with, not feeling motivated. All those things I've developed and built within myself. And so I would have those things and those would still be a benefit to me. You need to be okay with losing everything. You are not your bank account. You need to be okay. You need to accept, if I lost everything, I would be okay. As you have more stuff, this becomes more and more important, right? I had to make peace with myself to say that, okay, John, it's great. You have a nice house. You've got some money. You've got, you don't have to work, right? Whatever. You've got these businesses. But if you lost everything, you'd be okay. And I have made peace with that. I'm willing to, and I'm willing to take risks. Before, when I was telling you about my pre-Tony Robbins days, when I was like the guy in Final Destination, I wasn't willing to risk anything. I was trying to secure myself against any kind of bad that could happen to me. Okay, so the second thing is I want you to read Stoic philosophy, and I'm serious, guys. Like read Seneca, read Marcus Aurelius, and obviously watch more videos on this channel. And then finally, you can join the Bulldog Mindset, right? Like I said, you can get in for $7, and you can be around a lot of other guys that are practicing these things, that are developing themselves. If you could only do one thing, right? It's not join Bulldog Mindset, honestly. It's not. I would love if you joined Bulldog Mindset, join us in there. But the one thing is read. Read books, man. Read.